Lower belly down. And there's Karen and Cole. How nice. Okay, here we go, guys. Breathing in. Yep. You're up and down and at your own pace. We're going to do a few dynamic. Let me take off this shawl. Go up and down. A few dynamic. The belly is in. The inhale lifts you. The exhale can lower you. You might find you can go higher. Now keep going. Hello, good morning. The breath is going to your upper back. Your shoulder blades glide. And we're starting with some swans, some breathing, some extensions. We're going to do one more before we hold it. And then we'll be holding it. The elbows point down, the shoulder blades are down the back. Now breathing in through the nose, upper back gets the extension, gets the attention. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, lower. Now this time the hands are going to go beside your hips, so the hands aren't really helping this time. You're going to lift up, and you can lift the toes as well, and if anything, the scapula retract towards each other. The back of the shoulder is working. Your wrist should feel good. Everybody's wrists look good. I'm just saying that to make sure. Yeah, nice, Cole. I like that little soft wrist. Lifting up. When you inhale, you'll lift higher. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover for a moment. This time we're going to take a breaststroke. So your hands are above the floor. You're going to lift up your back. As you move your arms in circles, go inhaling. I have a great view of you now, Michelle. And 2, good. And 3, and your neck shouldn't feel any tension, so you're contracting without tension. 5, good. Feel the scapula move. 6, warming up the arms with this. 2, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now, you can either windshield wipe, or if you need a child's pose, take one. I'm going to do the windshield wipe to release the neck, the back, the hips. And then we're going to take it into a swim. Now with swim, it's the posterior oblique chain. So you can be shoulder blade down the back, right arm, left leg, lift. Now the left arm, right leg, lift. Now the right arm, left leg, lift. And the left arm, right leg, lift. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Now if you want this harder, all the limbs come off the floor and you continue swimming. 10, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, now recover. I'm going to take a child's pose this time, but if you just want a windshield wipe, you can. Push back, and if you want your toes under, you can, so the feet get a stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're going to go back out to belly. So I'm doing an entire block, it's called, a sequence of moves that are in the same vicinity. So now we're bending 1 or 2 knees, holding on to an ankle or 2, and you're going to inhale and lift up the bow pose. The whole front body, nice, the whole front body opens. The back body strong. Recover for a moment. We're going to do that again. Inhale up. One more half an inch. And then recover. Awesome. Fold forward somehow. Child's pose. You can do toes. Or a regular child. Take a sip if you'd like. We'll meet back here for some Cat-cows on a prop is just fine, or knuckles, and just take a little cat-cow. This is spinal articulation, spinal extension and flexion, and extension and flexion. Now, if you want it harder, you can lift up your knees and you can do cat-cow elevated, the beast. Recover for a moment, and then come back to table and leave your table as best you can, meaning your head doesn't droop and your belly doesn't droop. Right arm, left leg reach, and then come down. Left arm, right leg reach, come down. Now it's harder if you take your shins, all your shins and toes off, and try not to let the belly droop. Head stays back. That's a way to prevent forward head syndrome. Head stays back. Good. I like what I see. One more each. This helps wake up some back muscles that are important and for relieving pain. Now, right hand to left foot, and it's a bow pose in your quadruped position. Push way up. Push, push, push. Back thigh 2. 10. Yep. 9. Now the breath helps. 8, 7, 5. Inhale. Now lower that down and try your other foot and your other ankle. You're going to push up and try to lift that back thigh. Try to lift your heart. Good. Try to breathe into it, and that'll make it bigger. It's getting better. Good, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. And a little child's pose here. We're going to grab a sip, and we're going to be setting up into a plank. So you can do this any way you want to. I'm going to be adding on something called shoulder taps. I took a couple more, I think 4 more CEUs last week, but this was in one of them, and I'll add it for us. Elbows down, toes long. Now, you're in a plank. So at first, let's just do a 10 count, nice, and kind of get all our form cues. Our head's back, our legs are strong, our shoulder blades are down the back, the ribs aren't drooping. Good, 3, 2. Now recover. I'm going to recover in a Sphinx, or you can do swan. I'm going to recover in a swan, actually. So we'll come back to a plank, but that normal plank is your comeback move. Breathe in. You look good. Everybody looks great. Now the elbows come down. The possibility is to do a shoulder tap. Now what you would do is here, tap a shoulder, and I'm trying not to drop my low back or drop my shoulder or drop anything. So 10 total. You tap the opposite shoulder while you maintain your plank. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now Sphinx or Cobra, swan. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then this time, instead of the shoulder tap, we're going to barely lift a femur, not bending a knee, but lift a femur while in plank. So your toes. So you won't lift your hips, you'll just lift your toes really from your femur. So here's plank. Lift up your right toes like you're pointing to the wall behind you. Lift up your left toes. Right toes, this is an option. Yeah, try not to droop. Good. Wow. And then, yeah, exactly. You point your toes back and you lift your thigh a little bit, but not your hip, not your pelvis. Okay, 4 more, 3 more, head retracts, 2 more, 1 more. Sphinx or swan. Woo! Nice job, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to lower the torso, and then we're going to lift up the thighs. So you're going to be prone here when you're ready. Thighs. Now torso. Let the hands help you higher. Good. So it's the full swan. Thighs. Torso. Thighs. Now you may just do this, or if you want to, when you're up, let go and try to rock a few times. You can. And one more. Push back. Child pose. Grab a sip. Ooh. Inhale. And then grab a sip. Nice job. We're going to be doing another plank type exercise. So I want you to do whichever position you want. You know, sometimes I throw in wrist so that if you were to fall, your wrist has been there before and has bone density. So it can be forearms or hands, or it can be your arc. Now this is a mountain climber slowed down, and it's also like you're a flamingo for a moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, nice, 2, 1. Now take a moment. You can massage your hands. Now it's okay to be on your forearms or your wrist or to mix it up, okay? I want you to listen to you. And if you're on your forearms, you'll notice you have to lift your hips a little bit. That's okay. Come on back, either hands or forearms. You choose, okay? Right knee to left elbow. Come back, left knee to right elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, lower down. We'll take another stretch. Fingertips down, and you want to feel the top of your forearm. Pull the hand down. We're going to do both sides with your other hand. So your other hand helps you pull the fingers down. Yep, your elbow is long. Nice. Flip it up, do the other hand, do the other, and then in, flip the other. Really good. All right. Now, we're going to go down. If you need a sip, do it. We're going to do a couple traditional abs. So if you know you need a hand behind your head, or you know you need another prop would be a little towel behind your head, come down, take your hands behind your head. We're going to do 30 crisscrosses, just a traditional crunch. If you want it harder, your leg stays further away from you and you only bring your knee into 90. If you need to break, you can put your head down and have your legs more vertical. All right, 15 more, but pull your toes back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And on the 15th, hug your legs in for a moment. One bridge to kind of counterpose the hip flexion. Just hold 10. Your hips are open. 9. Counterposing the abs. We're going right back into them. So enjoy the fact that your neck has a break. Inhale. Roll your spine down. Now this is single straight leg stretch. Again, I'm going to offer that you do 30. Please do it the way you need to. So if you need to rest, do 1. And then feel a hamstring. 2, 3. Sometimes the hamstring stretch is harder than the abs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can pull your toes back if the hams have warmed up. 13. And if you need to, you can put your hands behind your head for some of it. 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Now rest for a minute, hug your legs in. Let your feet go on the floor and counterpose this abdominal hip flex, the abdominals, supine, and the hip flexion with a bridge. 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower down. And this is going to be 30 crisscross with the long leg option. Please do what you need. Your hands come behind your head. Your legs are longer now, and you're adding a rotation. It's like we're putting the moves together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Toes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, and then you got 10 more. You can point for some. You can flex for some. And then rest your head and rest your legs in. And then take another 10 count bridge. So we did 30, 30, and 30. Hold up your hips for 10. And then lower your spine. And then we're going to do 10 to make it an even 100 supine abs, which is double leg stretch. Modified is head down, legs, arms up. A little harder is arms, legs out. Hardest, and I'm going to do 10 of these, is up and then stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bridge. We're going to counter pose. We're going to wrap those fingers together and walk the shoulder flesh a little bit closer together. Close your eyes and enjoy. 10. Inhale. Release your arms. Roll down your spine. And take one rotation. So let your right knee go over, let your right arm go out, and wake up that spine. We're just giving it a little breather. Nice job on the 100 ab crunches. And then let's go to the other side, a rotational stretch. So make sure you, your left arm or the arm that's stretching is out in a good T or Y, so you feel the shoulder stretch, feel your hip stretch. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, when you come back, you can pull the thighs in for just a moment and take each knee and kind of softly move it. You're doing great. We're going to do a handful of exercises that are abdominals, but where you come up. So your backup plan could be just a basic crunch or hand down basic crunch. But if you'd like to add on, these are roll ups. So one inhale. Now exhale, peel up. And to make this harder, arms stay around your ears like a frame. To make it easier, you disconnect your arms and you hover them closer to your thighs. So you're going to make this harder or easier based on where you are, how you feel, if you can execute. Peel. There's a nice little hammy stretch. Good. And a spine stretch. Good. Frame the ears. That's great. Michelle, good. Frame. Inhale. And good. Way to work it, Cole. Exhale. Good. Karen, that's great. Everybody's doing great. We're doing 5, and you notice I'm doing them controlled, trying to keep my legs down, trying to keep my arms near the biceps. I think we've got one. Let's do one more here. Exhale. Belly in. Reach. At the end of 5, we'll offer an adjustment to the pants because sometimes they slide. So here I'm going to offer that adjustment. Pants pull up. And that's just part of doing a roll up. Now, the next one is called neck pull. It is harder. Your fingertips officially go by your temples, and then you inhale. You exhale, you tuck the chin, come up. That part is the hardest, overcoming gravity. So you might change your arms right there. Then you're going to stack the spine and act like you're a book, and you're hinging, and you're hinging, and you're hinging, and then you flex the spine. Good. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Go over. Lengthen your spine and hinge. And then when you can't do any more hinging, you flex with control. You exhale, come up. Hinge. Now we've got 2 more. Exhale. hinge, and you try to fight gravity, elbows wide, and then flex. Now one more, inhale, exhale, up, stack, hinge, flex. Okay, full body stretch, let everything go, shift. You're doing great. Nice job. I'm going to have us come up and just take a sip to take a break after the abs. We're going to go into our shins and check your body. If you would like a mat, you can make sure your knees are happy. No joint should hurt in order to work the muscles. So one example could be you take another mat underneath your knees. We're going to take a little 8 lateral flexion. So you notice I tried to play with how low can I go. And right before my foot thinks it has to come up, I'm going to work at that. So go low, go low. Good. Wrists are in neutral. Go low, go low. 4, 5, 6. Now, how can you make it easier down here? How can you make it harder? We're going to add on a rotation. So dip low, rotate. Towards that extended leg, rotate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, we're going to do a little 8 pulse. So find a place and do 8, 2. That feels like you can work a little harder. 5, 6, 7. Come up and over. Ooh, I love it. And add a rotation down a little. Add a rotation up. Now the hand that's in the air could go to the floor or a prop. Do a deeper stretch. And it's like your foot is behind you. It's almost like Madrasana. Try to open up this hip. Inhale. Option, if you would like to add Madrasana here, go for it. You can use a prop. You can use your forearm. But we're going to go for this extra side stretch, and we're going to make sure I don't forget on the other side. 10. And a graceful, assembled dismount. Good. All right. Now this side, we're going to go away from the leg that's long. One option is to put the fingertips near your temples. One option is to make the arms a little longer, or you could cross them. Good. You can also mix that up. Belly in. We're doing 8, and then we do a rotation. I'm trying to keep this hip from flexing. I'm trying to keep it open as well. 2. Dip. 3. Dip. 4. 5. 6. Going a little lower than I want to. I mean, your body will try to stop you. It's designed to protect you from expending too much energy, right? Find the pulse. Times 8. Now this hand is going to be heading down to something, your block. I'll do all the stretches. I think I changed the order, but it's okay. Rotations. I'll come back to Madrasana. Let's go up and over the other way. I think I did this. Open. Trying to keep that hip open. But your spine can do all sorts of rotations. This hand that's down is going to be doing Madrasana, or if you just want to take 2 on that other one. Breathe in, and then exhale and come down. Nice job. Grab a sip. Take a little sip. Wonderful. little bit of a core theme today. So we're going to take our sideways core. Both legs go long. Make sure you have space, and also space if you come up. So I've got a little bit away from the wall, but I am lifting here. Go for 20. Try to work the higher half more than the lower half. Now, if you want to add on 5 banana boats, you can, and you can change up how your arms are to make it harder. So I'm also slowing the speed. That's another trick. 2 and 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Now hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to the other side. Now this is going to be 20 double side leg lifts. So up, even it out. 3, keep going. I have to move my mic. 4, 5, 6, these waist muscles. 7, work the higher. 8, 9, 10. No neck though. Now we add on if you would like. Now you can also just stay low, but you can add on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Inhale, and we're going to be holding that one for 5. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then have a seat, and then we'll just throw in a rotation here. This is for the posture, so any way you want to. 5, and open up and go 5. Nice job, guys. Grab a sip if you want. We're going to meet for side planks, which is core and arm strength. You're going to be taking one elbow down, set up your side plank for 10. Now the arms up, here we go. Belly in, 10. And pretend you're up against a wall. Feel this waist muscle. Yes. Love the flag. Take an inhale. Now we're going to lower that hip. We're going to go to the other side. Here we go. Now this is side plank. Take an inhale and an exhale. Good. Now we have all these fun variations. Side tree plank, side plank tree. Now this only has a foot. So I do like to set up first, but do it however you want. So 10, 2, this arm's up. 3, this hip's up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and everybody looks so solid. Go to the other side. Really good. We're going to do a side plank tree. I like to set my tree up first. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower down, and we're going to do a little leg stretch. Ha! Anantasana. And this is going to, Cole, this is one thing we've been working on. So this is an inner thigh hamstring stretch. I love this stretch. You notice it might come in more. And maybe it lengthens more. Maybe you can grab more. So just sort of pay attention if it gives in. 5, 4, here's a big toe pose. You can hold on to the big toe if you want. 3. Yeah, kind of get used to it while you're resting the rest of the body. And then we're going to go to the other side. So in class, sometimes you'll notice I do a standing pose, holding on to the big toe pose. Doing this stretch unweighted helps you feel comfortable with the stretch part. Plus, it's just a great stretch. So up. Now maybe you can stretch your knee longer. Maybe you can hold on to your big toe and the big toe holds back, which strengthens your arch muscle. Maybe you can pull your leg in closer to your torso. 10, feel, 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 feel. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now, on the next one, side plank plus tree pose. You could stay there. You could imagine in your head you're going to try to lengthen that leg. So just listen to your body. But like, let's say you do tree again and hold. Now maybe you could take your foot and lengthen it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or just smile or touch it. So touching your toes a big step because you're making headway. So a toe touch counts. And also visualization. It makes you more normalized to what you're doing, so it's not so freaky, right? So one foot here, maybe you just do this. Maybe you touch it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have a little bend in your knee like me. Look at that. Inhale. Hot dog. Isn't that cool? Grab a sip for celebration. Really cool. What I'm going to have us do, because we're so close to it, I'm going to have us stand up but not use any hands. I'll be adjusting my screen a little bit so we can stand up crisscross applesauce. So when you're ready, without using any hands, come up. Good job. All right. Okay, so if you care to, lift and spread your toes a few times. Now, what I like about just sneaking in the balance is it's really important for preventing falls. So lift and spread your toes, 1 foot up, 1 foot up, or 1 foot up. Oh, you know, I had a bird hit the window just now, and I put up geodes so they wouldn't do it. He's not hurt badly. Good, he's not hurt. He's just looking good. Okay, now this is normal tree. And I want you to, if you would like, you could consider holding on to the big toe here. Maybe you just touch once. Maybe you just let go. So you see how you're breaking it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, nice, 9. And then lower, and then foot down. Good. So Karen's daughter, Catherine, used to just always try really hard in yoga poses, and if she wasn't falling on the floor, it wasn't a good try. So I always think of her, like, it's okay to lose your balance, because well, it'll get better, right? So here you go, normal tree. You really feel good and confident with that, and then you can add on what you want. Maybe a arm up, maybe a cow face, or maybe big toe, maybe like a hover, maybe a lengthen a little bit or a lift. So see all these fun variations. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that. 9, 10. Wow, look at it. Awesome. Wow. Okay, well, you know I've got to go for it, so we're doing so good. All right, this is fun. So we're having a good time. If you would like, you can go down to a block, you can go down to the floor. Actually, give yourself a little room to the wall behind you, and then lift up. So look how much that's like holding on to the big toe pose. Kind of a stretch up, like someone's got your big toe, pulling it up. 10, 2, lift, stretch. Sometimes I hear my bones adjust in my back in a good way. 3, 2, everything keeps lengthening. Inhale. Now gracefully come down like you're landing in a lion's den. Pivot. Do you see that? Pivot. And then, yeah, right, Karen, pivot. That's your best form all day, right? So fingertips. Now you could be on a block. You could be on the floor. I like a TP finger position. Lift up your arm, lift up your leg, and just keep stretching. It's not a static posture. Keep lifting. 10, 9, Even your chest opens, your back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stretch, lion's den. Here we go. Pivot. Okay, now we add on a quad stretch, effortless pivot. Here we go. If you would like, the fingertips go down to your block, and you might hold on to your big toe. Maybe you just think about it. Maybe you touch once and then go back out. Maybe you do a standing quad stretch. So creative. That a girl. Maybe you have an extra challenge of your dog. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, everyone's winning. 3, 2, we have a graceful descent. Nice. Pivot. Here we go. Breathe. Quad stretch standing. Half moon balance, or hold your quad stretch. 10, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Release. Lion's den. Grab a sip. You guys did great. Holy moly. Now it's time for golden milk, turmeric, goat milk with chai spices. I'm going to dip my view a little bit, and we're going to go into a squat pose if you can. If you cannot, grab a yoga block or do the happy baby. Here we go. Woo. Hands low. Woo. All right, so we're going to have a little fun here. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One shin down. Now watch how I act like I'm doing a somersault, and it's like you're so far forward. Now the back of your lower leg should feel a stretch. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we do the other one. So I'm just changing the view, but I'm changing feet. Now you lean forward. Now some of you might feel more stretch if you do a little shift left or right. So I'm going to encourage you to listen to your body. Go forward. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now both shins. Now if you cannot do this, don't worry. I'll give you a different one. Karen, you might like the standing one. I'm going to do a shin stretch here. I'm going to be showing a couple ways. So you could stand up and wrap one foot in front of the other. I'm going to show this a couple ways. This is a shin, tibialis anterior, top of the foot stretch. Nice. That's great though, Karen. And then up. Now, sorry, the other one up. Top of your shin and foot. So we know mobile ankles helps with low back pain prevention. I'm doing these lower muscles. So this is toes under. Now, you know, I did it earlier with the child pose. If you can do this, do it. If you can do this, vertical, do it. And I'm straight up and down. My ankles aren't coming out. Good, Cole, you know where I'm going. Toe crush asana. I think Michelle told me this was her favorite one. And yeah, after hiking, it's probably the favoriteest. 10, 2, 3. Lift your hips too if you want more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then come back up. Now I'm going to show you how you can come up. So I'm down, I'm up. Now watch, if you would like. Yeah, yes, good. That a girl, Michelle. So you figured out something that's better than the average person, but you figured it out. Kneeling, really good. Now let me show you take your foot in front and then bend your left knee. Okay, so what I've got is this shin stretch. Karen, I think you told me this one works better for you. Yeah, do you feel, everybody feel a shin? Yeah, inhale, come up. Now the right foot's normal. The left foot goes over and kind of behind, toes down. Now I'm going to bend my right knee, and that sort of shoves my left shin, tibialis anterior, extensor digitorums. This is a lot of lower legs. So if you've been running, walking, hiking, horseback riding, sprinting, come up. Let me just show you one more in case. Usually people feel one a lot better than the other. I feel them all, but pretend that you're dragging a line in the dirt, but then you get stuck on a rock. So it's like I'm pushing my shin forward. You're doing the work from the inside. It's like an isometric. Yeah, you're pushing your shin forward even though it doesn't move. Try the other one. Take the toes behind you. Act like you're going to draw a line in the dirt. Shove that shin forward. Push the shin forward. Is that working? Awesome. All right, we're going to take a quad stretch. Karen, it's okay that you're doing a second one because this one's really good for your hip, your back, and your knee. So you're balancing, and I'm really trying to pull that heel into my booty. I'm really keeping my low back safe by pulling the ribs down a little bit. And bonus, I get to work on balance. Feel this hip open. Those of you that would like a little dancer challenge, go for it. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to add on 8, 9. Both hands to that foot. Extra challenge. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come up. Breathe. Other side quad. Rib down, pubic bone up. Good. We all need quad stretches. Breathe. If you care to add on, push. We had a bonus. We had 2 hands back there if you wanted it. 10, standing bow. Take an inhale and an exhale up. Hot dog. Listen, guys, we're going to go down. Before you go down, if you want your hamstring tool, your Dynaband to stretch, and if you want your foam roller, and we're also going to go down with no hands touching, which is, you can do it shin if you would like. Actually, you can do it, you know how we went down the other day? You can actually do this. Or how we went up about 10 minutes ago, and that. Did that work? Was that easier to go down? Yeah, that's easier. So sometimes working the eccentric or the negative makes it easier. So I have a feeling in no time you'll be able to go back up. This is some leg work, so as well. So when you're ready, you're going to be lying down with your psoas or sacrum on the block or on the thingamadingy, the foam roller. Now, one leg's in a hamstring. These legs are going to feel good after all these stretches we did. So this is a linear hamstring. Try to feel the belly of the muscle as opposed to the knee or the sit bone. Try to let your exhale relax you more. Try to pour the other leg down. Yeah, take it across. Take that leg that's in the air a little bit across. See if you feel the outer hamstring. Whew. 19, 20, go out to the side. Now this is going to be more inner hamstring, but if you also want to go a little wider, you can. Have fun, follow your gut. What do you need today? All right, notice how everything feels. Switch it up. All right, so one leg's up. Yep. And one leg's down. Oh, hamstring stretch. Take it across so it's a little outer hamstring, and that you can feel right away. And to the side a bit. Slowly come back and both legs go over, and you may have to adjust that foam roller down. This is a psoas stretch, but it's super important for the back. Feel your low back decompress as well. And then we're going to do your upper back. So if you need a yoga block under your head to do this when you can make sure that you're comfortable. You're going to take the upper back. Most of us are going to put that foam roller on the most rounded part of the back. So you feel like there's the thoracic opening, but you may need a block under your head or your hips. Another way you could do this is a little bound angle wide, like knees wide. That feels good. So let me look at you. Good. You'll want a little block under your head, Karen, and you might have to roll back a little bit further towards your head. The other way. So the roll backwards. Yep. There you go. That should feel better. Okay. Take a breath. Take a breath into the upper back. Both the left and right side of your upper back should feel like they're getting breath. And then gently come out, and then take your legs up the wall. Now your sacrum can be on a yoga block or a foam roller. And relax your low back as well. If you're up to try something else, go out wide with your legs. This is a V stretch, sort of like we do in yoga. And if it's too much, just go back into the long leg, but it's a really nice one for the inner thighs. Now, whenever you're ready, you're going to gently come back up. to a seated that feels good to you. And sit in a posture that feels erect but without any tension. When you're there, you'll just set your ribs over your pelvis and your ear to your shoulder. The opposite arm can reach down, and you might even use your hand to your head to help out. So make sure you're comfortable in however you sit. This is a neck stretch. Try to just really isolate it so your shoulders are level. You might even dip towards this diagonal, which is your levator scapula trap. Go up and over. So if you've ever had a tight neck day, this is a couple of stretches you can use. Reaching your arm down helps. And then a tilt towards your clavicle. Drop that shoulder too. Both shoulders are dropped. Chin to chest. And then just take a moment. You can release tension. We'll take 3 breaths up where you inhale and expand the belly, ribs, and the heart. And exhale every tension out. Take an inhale to lift your heart. Feel your breath, belly, ribs, heart. Take one more. Inhale. You can catch your hands at the top and act like someone's trying to pull your spine out of your pelvis. Reach up. And we'll bring our hands to our heart and just notice how you feel. We're going to settle into that place of wellness and potential, pure potentiality, as Deepak Chopra used to call it, just abundance of creative ideas coming our way. In this calm place, we're receptive and open to an abundance of creative ideas coming our way. Today's going to be a really fun day to see those creative ways come to me. With so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. You did good.